How's it going, boys? Heesh here, and today I'm going to go over some of the changes coming to NHL 20, specifically focusing on the gameplay and give my opinion on whether or not EA is trending in the right direction. The first thing they bring up is RPM tech, real player motion, and how they plan to apply it to shooting, passing, and puck pickups. And if it's even half as big of an improvement as the skating was from 18 to 19, then I'm all for it. This will make the game smoother and thus faster, inching it closer to being a realistic hockey simulation. Now, on that note, they said the horrendously brutal AI was largely going to remain the same this year, and honestly, I'm okay with that. The reason for this is because the game itself needs to be fixed first before you can overhaul the CPU's programming. The smoother gameplay will make the AI better because the game itself is better, right boys? And then next year you can focus on improving them. Imagine they overhauled the AI and the gameplay sucked, then they just have to do it all over again next year, so honestly this is a smart move. The next topic is signature shooting styles, as EA says they have added over 45 unique shooting animations for skaters to increase player likeness, such as Ovi's rocket, Subban's howitzer, and Matthew's curl and drag. I read that they are merely aesthetics though, meaning they won't give you a better chance of scoring or anything, right? And honestly this was disappointing at first, but thinking about it, if they actually had an impact, everyone would just find the best one and only utilize that singular animation, therefore reducing the player likeness, and we'd get sick of it very, very quickly. So I'm fine with it being like this, at least for the first year. Besides the custom shots, they also changed the shooting animations themselves, claiming RPM tech will even understand if the puck is moving backhand to forehand or vice versa and take that into account when you perform a shot. Now this to me is the biggest change in the game, boys, because the current glitch goals rely on always getting the same animation. This change was clearly made in mind to open up more scoring variety, and while you have to assume there will be at least a couple glitch goals, as with any sports game in its first year of introducing new changes to shooting, at the very least it won't be the same shots we've seen since NHL 15, which will be very, very refreshing. And finally, the most underrated and realistic change by far are how they changed the one-timers, as in previous games, a player will automatically be locked into wherever the puck is going and always be able to get maximum power on it as long as it's somewhere in their vicinity. In NHL 20, if the pass is not in the wheelhouse of the player or he's skating at top speed, the one-timer will have significantly worsened power and accuracy. And this to me has been arguably the most unrealistic thing about NHL games for the past decade. Think about it. Ovi is the greatest one-timer in all of NHL history, right? And even he tends to be standing almost completely still and waiting to unleash that deadly bomb on the power play because his accuracy will be worsened and his power won't be nearly as good if he's not completely 100% ready to receive that pass. Now, the trailer at the award show was awful for the more casual fan base who didn't know about these changes, even though it's been public information ever since the trailer was first released, and caused people to assume they were getting NHL 15 version 5. But this trailer does a far better job of showcasing the actual gameplay, and while it looks like EA is headed in the right direction, we won't know for sure until we play the beta, which I will be live streaming as soon as it comes out, so make sure you're subscribed for that so you don't miss out on it, boys. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one.